well. That nade's now been depleted on, or rather deployed, excuse me, onto Smiths. And Simple still waiting out from the window, and as he walks in, gets a little bit of information toward tunnels, but he has to find the players inside of the site. They've done so. Smith goes down. Last player, RPK, comes in from the tunnel itself. So bomb goes down straight, you get early money, but G2 had early pick and B site.
They had the B site. They get that first kill as well. That's like a dream scenario. The CTs didn't have much utility. They've got, what, 4 sets of armor, Simple on the defuse kit. That should be a lot harder to get into that bomb site there. The terrorists dropped the ball, I think, there. Not even finding a single kill after that entry. Like you said, they did get the bomb down, so it's not the end of the world here. They do have an eco opportunity here, and then the AK's on the third, but you can see now they're preparing themselves here. They know this is coming. There's no SMGs available. It's going to be 4 rifles and Guardian on that scout as well. So they'll be looking to keep 5 players alive. Okay, Matt, they've gone for the force buy in the second.
This is, yeah.
Interesting.
And give away a kill immediately as well. So if you're going to go for the force buy, you kind of have to have strength and numbers to make this work. Get the pistols in position. Instead, drop down suicide. Shox dies immediately to an M4.
Yeah, this is a very interesting call from G2 here. They have lost our first player. Shox is the first one to fall. You can see all 4 now of the French side will be in the B tunnels. They've got smoke. And that's about it. What can we really do here? Smoke in front of the tunnel entrance. And the thing is, they haven't got flashbangs. So C's will have full opportunity here to actually spray them down. It's a decent granade going in first. So actually, I think that does a ton of damage.
Thankfully, they've got armor, because that nade might have taken them down so low before they come in. Molotov, Flamey, speaking of flames, is going to sit behind it. So he's living up to the name. However, C's is taking them down before they even get that far. Flamey spotted now, and he'll fall to the Tech 9. But Scream. All right, okay. He's got another. Sees down and walks in the door. All right, Simple falls as well. We said Scream might get buffed. It's a pistol. Okay, it's a little different than the rifles, but still a decent effort considering it's 3. However, it's the force buy. Like you said, gone. Force out a rebuy from Na'Vi. They can keep the economy low, but they won't get the AKs out in round 3.
How that started, it didn't end up too bad for G2, but they did lose their first player, Shox. And the thing is, when you have these force buys in the second round, you normally want to be going in with a tactic. You want to be getting up towards short, smoking on the bomb side, trying to plant for short. You want to be guaranteeing yourself a bomb with that kind of investment, but didn't happen for G2 this round. It's going to be P250s, smoking 2 flashes. That normally suggests maybe a smoke towards CT spawn and trying to rush out and get the bomb towards B. Maybe go towards short as well. They've got the bomb in the hands of Scream. They'll be trying to meet shield him as they go to the side. Like I said before, that short plant to come down should be a possibility. It's going to be Guardian on the A side with the scout trying to hold them off. Simple will be backing him up as well. So we have to see what Simple's going to bring to the table, but here comes the execution from G2.
Well, Guardian said so far he's been the perfect teammate, much to his delight and surprise. Now he's got to play support to Guardian's position with the scout, who finds 2 kills on the way through, both body shots and Simple. He'll find 2 of his own as he wings off in the corner, denies the default bomb plant, and Screamy left alive in middle, not for long. Side view of the assassination, I guess you could say, from Seized, and it's going to be 3-0, but guns do out this time.
Yeah, the problem is Smith's obviously going to be wielding the AWP. He will have to go glass cannon if he wants to actually pick up that weapon. He can't. Dust2, his playground, everyone says it, right? So it's going to be important for him to get that AWP. We've seen a lot of teams this tournament, especially on online stages, actually cripple their economy with these force buys. Not going to be an easy start here for G2. They have got the 5 AKs, so and a decent amount of utility, not the most, but they'll be going for the default here. It's actually quite a defensive one as well. You can see 4 players outside the long doors. They're looking for that first round aggression from the CTs. That normally does happen on the first gun round. You might have some residual FAMASs, in this case is a scout. You want to go in and get that first kill and just shut down any sort of approach that terrorists may have. They're going to be smoking off towards long corner though, and Edward, he'll be waiting for them as they make their way out the doors.
And he's got the lineup flashed up, though can't find this second kill. Had the crosshair almost on him, but thankfully for the sake of G2, Bloody moved just out of it. Still lots of damage dealt both ways though, as Guardian will in fact give up. Like not to push through what is a 2-man, or rather 2-smoke wall at the end of long, so stays inside the site. 4 versus 4, can't afford to give away more on the defensive side, especially on Dust2, but this is good from Seized as he walks into B to get information. He finds Shox. Smartly, he's going to rotate back as well. He might just catch them, but he overcommits to it. He did well in that situation because he gets 1. It was a 1 versus 2 peak, essentially.
Yeah, he had no information that they'd be in T-spawn. The fact he actually gets 1 for that, it's actually very beneficial for the CT. He's got lots of information here. RPK does make his way to the side, but look at Simple. He's ready for them, not giving anything away. Just needs to get 1 kill. That's round secured. Has been spotted here, but Arky takes him down, and it's actually Body comes in as well. So the CTs have challenged before the bomb is even on the site. Now it's up to Guardian. He's only got the scout in hand as well. A very difficult situation. He runs in to try and deny the plant. Does not work out for him. And G2, after losing those initial frags as well and having the man disadvantage to go into the B site, I thought Simple was going to be good for 1 there at least. The fact he faced, considering his situation, he was in an ideal spot just to deny the plant. It's a 1 and done position is all you need in those situations. Take 1 down with you, delay the plant, but
and the issue, unfortunately, too, with Simple missing that first shot is that he called that it was closet, which meant Flamey overcommitted going through the smoke, and they had the cross set with body coming in. So Flamey then walked in too far on that call and got caught out by it. This time Simple goes down through middle, struggling with this A1S, unable to collect RPK that time, and another early man loss for Na'Vi. Scream, he's going to bring it back to a man advantage as well as he gets Edward. It's a trade for that of Smiths. However, they are getting closer onto this site. They still have to confront a double op setup. Seized and Guardian, and keep that in mind, Seized is the double op.
Yep,
We thought it might be simple.
That's a pretty interesting feature we've seen so far. Like, that has been the double orb setup for Na'Vi for quite a long time. We thought it was Simple's power coming into it, he'd be picking up that weapon as well. But now we go into the 3-on-3. The bomb has been planted for long as well. CT's in a difficult position. No kits. One smoke remaining and bodies waiting for them on the side as well. Two players towards long. You see the rotation coming as well. Shocked. He's coming up behind them and short as well. He could be the linchpin here. If he finds one kill and just gets them panicked, this could be the key play of this round.
Shocks, Flamey easily lined up. AK-47 successful, but now Guardian does get one back on body up close. However, he falls to Scream and Seized, stuck on the ramp. Crossfire set onto him with the additional player at long. It's going to go now 3-2. G2 claw back 2 rounds and break the economy.
Yeah, they do. That double orb setup, it doesn't come cheap and didn't really work out for them either. So it's going to be Guardian now. He's going to be struggling for cash for sure. They're around the 2K mark. It's 3-2 now, and obviously it's an opportunity for G2 to tie things up at 3-3. They're going to be reading the situation quite nicely. Shocks, he's just going to have the Mac 10, try and farm some cash, throw into the bomb sites first, maybe through mid doors, and just scout those areas out. And you've got Smiths now. He has got the AWP, like we said, his favoured weapon on this map. It's one of the most impactful maps for him, actually. And we're going to go straight towards B. No default really coming in from G2. Just going to be sticking in together in numbers and working their way towards the site here, and there's NWBC's waiting outside. He's only got the PT-50. Not really much he can do about this. Pretty much round over at this stage, but let's see if Navi can get any sort of souvenir kills as the bomb has been planted.
Well, Shocks is hunting as well, and this is the right thing to do because he's the one with the SMG, so he's just built up a little bit of money in finding one kill. Seized gets RPK, so reinvestment perhaps on the side of G2 needed, or at least for one player on RPK's side. So bomb down, round over. Just a matter of what else they can accomplish here. Specifically, I would say for Na'Vi's side, because getting guns down is going to be important.
Yeah, this is the thing. G2 don't need to go hunting for these kills at all. It's just worth $300 for them, or in Shock's case, he can get 600, so I don't even really throw him towards these saving players. And Guardian desperately trying to make something happen. His USP is somehow getting some room to move, but eventually shut down by body there. It's going to be Flamey, the last player remaining, and he'll be holding towards T-Spawner, and the Terrors should lock him down momentarily. There it is. Shocks is the final kill, and he actually gets 2, so $1,200 for him. And it's putting G2 in a very nice position now. They have a bit more freedom to move, and they've gone for these nice defaults at the start of the round. They use the smokes towards the long corner. That segregates the map. It's a really nice, strong opening round to actually drop into these late stages, because it means you can actually take vision away from CTs. If there's anyone waiting in the pit, he's by himself challenging you. You're not necessarily trying to get a bomb site there. You're just trying to take over real estate for the map. And G2 are very good at that. We'll see what's the adjustment for Navi is going to round number 7. No orbs available. This is a very weak buy. You can see 5 rifles, no grenades really, no kits, and they're going to be rushing into B tunnels here. It's going to be 2 CTs hunting for that first kill. They're not finding anyone though, so they haven't got a kill, but at least they got information. Guardian does open things up, but it's quickly replied by RPK.
The trade in this case is actually okay on this A site because they are exactly that. Body gets slowed down in middle, going to find him, so they give themselves a man advantage on the retake just by holding up the T's in mid a little bit. However, bomb is down. They do have to still confront that smoke out at the top of Catwalk. Won't allow them to walk through easily, and Scream's going to get in a decently aggressive position. This is because of the shadow. I mean, I'm still not a favor of the shadows in this game. That's the whole point of getting into that position, because you can easily see him walking into that first doorway. He sits, holds the angle, RPK. He now sits on the ramp with Scream coming back to help him out, and they've got this down to a 2 versus 2. HP gone. Oh, we have to switch to the pistol. That allows Scream to at least get the kill back, but Edward is there to trade it, but no kit. You're dead right.
Yeah, it's a really tough round for Navi to buy into. Like I said, 5 rifles, no kits, limited on grenades as well. They had to go for that aggressive B push, try and find one kill. At least they got some information there, but it was a little bit too late. G2 were acting very quickly there, making their way to the A site. Decent exchanges, bomb goes down. When you haven't got kits or grenades to retake, they brought it down to the man advantage. Actually got all 5 kills, but wasn't enough to win the round. So they're still going to be struggling as we go into number 8 here. G2. Plenty of money here. They know the situation for Navi is going to be pretty broken. So Edward does save an AK-47. Is up to him. I wonder if we'll see some sort of boost or a different sort of setup going in here. Looks like the smoke towards mid, and then 4 players from the CT side actually stacked towards B, which has been a key area for G2 on these anti-eco rounds. So this could work out for them.
Scream him with the P90, run and gun, gets 1. Smith follows it up, but Flamey inside the site with just the pistol so far starts this off well. He's going to complement that with a 3rd kill on the 5-7. It leaves Edward in a 1 versus 2, but Edward's picked up an AK-47. However, it's a long way to rotate, as Edward saved that over from the last time. Good job by Flamey nonetheless to get this down in this situation. It slows RPK a lot because he can't afford to go in and lose the bomb in a one-on-one situation, so his teammate has to rotate in. Shocks to get closer. And Edward doesn't want to commit either way either and have the bomb go back to A and have him be on B. So he'll now get the confirmation they are going to go in and try and plant. He saved last round. Does he try and go quickly on this and capitalize? Smoke out on the door. Additional one. He's going to body block that slightly, but Willie heard that. Yeah, exactly. That's dead giveaway. So Edward goes down. Keep in mind, one of the things to note in the new update that just came out the other night is the X-ray becomes more bold if there's an noise, right? Audible noise. That's, the thing is, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's heard by the other person. It just means they're making audible noise. Yeah,
that's actually quite an interesting point. I haven't noticed that yet. I'll have to look out for it. But I think the tapping update, that's what I want to see at the pro level and see how that's adjusted some of these big aim stars, and maybe they're going to be stepping up and have some more crazy highlight moments. We'll see. Currently 5-3 in favor of G2. It's actually going to be 5 rounds in a row for them since the gun round started here. But back to the double orb setup. As we pointed out before, it's not simple joining in with the orbing role. It's going to be seized as usual. Nothing changed as of yet. These guys haven't been playing together long with Simple. I think they've just come back from the holiday maybe a week ago or so. So maybe still just running the old strat book until they work out what's going to be the best setup going forward. But here we go, then a long take once again from G2. Edward spraying wildly into the smoke, fully blind, and he does somehow pick up a kill. It's a team kill from body, but still, they all count, 4 on 4. And now Flamey is going to be left on the A side. He has got Simple there joining him with the car as well. He's getting burnt alive. Luckily for him, G2 smoke actually gives him an opportunity to fall back.
I mean, call it a treat if you want. That kill from body all in the chaos that ensued does slow them considerably. Guardian on catwalk, good shot. RPK down, falls back as they continue to push onto the corner. He's going to stay on the ledge too. They would have expected him to drop. That was actually really crisp movement because he just barely got his shoulder out of vision, and therefore they thought he was gone. It's going to be Smith's last alive, and Guardian will find him, hunt him down as well. Triple kill on the AWP as they pull this back to 5-4.
You saw G2 going for that standard long take again, using the same smoke. Didn't actually go with it this time. They're in for that initial kill, didn't commit to the A side, fell back going towards middle, and decided to focus on short. This time Guardian, he's read them very well, like you said, and he's actually pushing in. He got 1 kill. That's normally most people would say, okay, that's enough, I'll fall back now, reposition, but he was aggressive. Maybe he could lock the round down if he picked up that second one, which he did. And we'll see what kind of setups the CT's going to present. That's a very dynamic map. You have lots of options to take your orb, many different locations on Dust2. It's going to be a faster strat though from GT by the looks of things. They're actually going to be pushing through middle here, waiting for the smoke to dissipate. And this could actually work out quite nicely. You can see it's quite a passive setup from the CT. Sees at those Dust2 doors, B-side doors, I should say, with the AWP. And seized, going to be joined by Flamey as well. He's challenging for the window. That's a really horrible angle for the CT there. He does get taken down now. There should be a B-spin coming in pretty fast.
Simple completely lost himself. He wanted to push through that with a flash. He tried to time it so that their smoke worked against him. He gets through, and look, he's in no man's land. He's been completely lost this whole round. Scream, I think, thought he killed him and didn't, so Simple gets a kill given to him, but still they go a man down. And he really, really wanted to try and get aggressive. It's been a struggle so far. You have to wonder if he's a little perhaps nervous playing with this team that he's finally wanted to be on. I don't know that that's a thing for Simple, but RPK gets Edward.
If you're going to play that defensive piece setup, that's absolutely fine. But facing a window, when you know they're coming from middle, well, just for an M4 as well, that means you have to completely nail your shot. You're going up against potentially 3 or 4 AKs looking at one position. They're always going to trade you in that situation. You'll be very lucky to actually do much more with the M4. If you had an AWP, for example, you could take 1 shot, fall back, then call for rotations. But Flamey, that was a very difficult situation for me. You can see there is a bit of rust here for Navi as they come back from the break, and they've got this new player in the form of Simple. We go into round number 11. Double orb set up for the T side now. It's another eco for Navi. And not really much going to bring to the table here. It's going to be 2 players towards B, 2 pushing off short. Hoping they can find these aggressive kills. It'll be Guardian with the PT50 charging in first. And you can see how passive GT are holding this. They got long control, and Smith waiting for them as well.
Yeah, there was a call from Shocks on the double op that 3 would have crossed as well, because the third one did late. So go A, it's the right call. Simple back with the Deagle, taken out immediately. RPK with good accuracy on the AK-47. Shocks can't hit the shot, but he knows they're both there. Scream will certainly do so, and he'll try and spray down. Spray with an AWP, whatever you want to call it. Spam.
Spam
down,
yeah. Well then, that was the EK for Navi. Not really much to report there. It's going to be round number 12, still the money, not really stabilising itself as of yet. It's getting a bit of a rut now, but it's going to be the Eagles, 5-7s, PT50s. They have got a smoke. They'll probably go towards middle, and they can actually decide whether they want to do a stack B or even fake that they might be doing. Let's see what they use that smoke. It will go towards those mid doors. So they send 1 player towards B, and it's going to be a long stack now, hoping that G2 mix it up and don't go towards B every single time. But, of course, they are going to be heading in that direction. It's more of a contact play this time, going to be walking in. This is a decent flash from C. Doesn't actually have any effect. He missed through that by the looks of things as RPK does pick up that first kill, 5 on 4. And once again, the bomb should be planted. If the bomb in tunnels for now, and players just holding off the flanks at long doors as well. It's body to pick up 2. Edward finally shuts him down, but they know where the last player is. Smiths should have taken care of that, but he gets his head ripped off by the Deagle of Edward, and now he will be able to pick up an orb himself. decides not to do that. He's going to fall back with the AK. All right.
Fall back with the AK.
Safer option.
Well, you'd think that if he was going to go for a save this early, that he would.
Yeah, if he can pick up the AWP, then he can hold like a really tight angle, long range, and just pick them off one by one. Now you've got the AK. You have to do what he's doing now, a bit more mobile, get in a position they won't really expect. Shox is covering the rotation over crossover there, so they know he's either in the pit or along somewhere, so they want to be taking his gun off him.
I mean, that's the other part of it too, but not even just the mobility of trying to save it. It's just for the economy.
Yeah,
I would rather pull an AWP over for
definitely
for whoever.
I guess he killed towards top and middle. He didn't know who was lower B or short, so this felt like a more secure option for him. Should get his kill on RPK.
Struggled on it, and that actually didn't give him time to reset, so gun gone.
That should have been a one-bullet all day long. Because they were looking at him.
8-4. G2 double up on Na'Vi. Remember, it was 5-4. That was the last contact that Na'Vi had in terms of winning a round. They will go on to the double op setup. It is going to be Seized and Guardian, I believe, once more, if I saw that correctly. Yes, it is. So Simple still not electing to wield that big weapon. He's going to stick with an M4 this time. The A1S as well.
Pretty quiet game for Simple so far. 4 for 10. And we're going to another default here from G2. Not going for that fast, long approach. It's going to be holding up, spreading across the map in a very standardized way. CTs in terms of the rob. It's going to be Simple towards long drawn by Edward as well, and you got Guardian just back in the map watching the A side here. First bit of contact comes in, finally Simple does get an opening frag, takes down Shox through the smoke there. So a reply from G2 though is going to be an A attack. They could fall back to middle if they wanted to with this one. Fake the flashes and the smokes towards the side, try and take vision away from Guardian and fall back. They know he's going to be there waiting for him. Try and bait out a shot, try and do anything they can to take him down now.
Guardian anticipates flashes. Instead, as the smokes come out, gets into a safe position on ramp, but now he is fully blinded up by that one. Teammate beside him almost blocks it, but he has to get the call. Oh, what a shot! Scream! He went down so close immediately onto Guardian after getting that kill immediately before, and good reactions, but still a man down is G2 after all of this. Bomb gets planted. Edward going to try and wrap back around from long, and there's no safety in where they've planted. It's the safe plant behind box, but in terms of their positioning, there's no safety, so Smith rattles off a shot toward long. Edward peeks it out. He does land it. Both coming up the ramp. RPK's managed to get over toward Quad. He'll get the information onto Flamey. But now it's the AWP up close versus the M4. And Flamey gets out early, gets the lineup. Headshot behind the barrels. It's protecting him. It's added armor. Has to go to the pistol. He's going to run out of ammo. He's definitely going to run out of ammo. And it's going to be Smiths instead with the Tech 9.
Oh, that was horrible. How did he not kill Smith behind the barrels there? Like just, I think he knew he dinked him as well. He just needed to hit one bullet there. I think he shot about 40 and didn't land a single one. There's horrible situations, you know. It's such an easy kill. We just need to hit that last shot. It didn't happen for him. I thought the USP would at least landed one, but like you said, ran out of ammo, started panicking a little bit there. And somehow Smiths comes out on top of that situation. Another eco and through the door. It's a headshot from Shox. Okay. Crazy couple of rounds here, but G2 do have the advantage as we are in the closing sectors here of the first half. And if RPK got control of the B-bomb side, but Flamey, he does find a headshot towards body. Looking for a second there.
Spotted. That was pretty sexy, actually. Spots his shoulder, lines it up, puts the crosshair in the right spot, and RPK walks into it. So at least Navi's clawed this back. There's something to work with as Flamey picks up an AK-47 as well. Smith's inside tunnels trying to allow him to make the mistake, to make the play. And look at that crosshair placement.
Oh, does he dare face Flamey?
That's, yeah. Suicide written all over it. And Scream's got Guardian as well, so now it's turned once more as Na'Vi lose the rifle and the man advantage. Scream waiting on the box at lower, has the headshot advantage down, rather up toward Edward, but the longer he takes, the sooner his teammate can come back over and try and give him some support. Around 14, they've got pistols. They'll buy the next on the CT side, so
Smith needs to be careful. You can see Simple's outside. And he hasn't got back in from his teammates right now, Smith. He's got the AWP in hand and Tech 9 trying to keep it close range. I think he might go down here. Simple doesn't land a shot, but still has intel. He could do something with this. Unfortunately, the time is probably all going to work in his favor now. Teammates starting to arrive, smokes go down. So his opportunity has almost disappeared at this stage now. 3-on-2, Simple and Edward remaining. No grenades. Simple has got armor, but I'm not really sure they can do much with this.
The new Deagle sounds a little bit more like the R8 in the way that it builds up this thunderous roar to it, but yeah, Shox gonna get Edward down. It's on to Simple. 1 versus 3, does hit a shot finally with that Deagle, but Shox is there to immediately trade it. And it's double digits for G2 on the T side. We know they're a Dust2 team, but I have to say Navi's looking a little bit Rusty?
I'd say rusty. Like we
Sluggish?
said, we know all these guys are just come back from holiday. It's not going to be an overnight thing, getting Simple on the team. Like, a team has been, as long as together as Navi were, it's been a long time with that lineup, and just slotting a new player in, it's always a bit difficult proposition. We go into round number 15. 3 orbs, of course, for the terrorist side. Don't actually land any shots as the cross come in, but it's going to be information for the CT that's going on, but they have sorted out. Body goes back to an AK-47 here. Seized and Guardian back on the orbs themselves, so we have got 4 on the server right now. Guardian just rotating around, looking for that first pick any way he can. Spotted towards middle for now. It's going to be flashed off. Just trying to get his first pick. It could happen to Smith, sorry, as he's going to be jumping into the crosshair. Can't land the shot, though. Oh, he did. He gets down 31.
Yeah, he hit him on the return, but bad movement timing in terms of that he did have it lined up. A little impatient trying to find the peak. So leg shot comes in. Guardian down to 33 himself. So both oppers on either side a little bit low. Both primary oppers, I should say. A little bit low as Shock selects to throw his away. Goes back to the AK he had in spawn. Again, round 15, they can afford to do so. Flashes and smokes out onto A. Shocks will be late to leave T-spawn, so he'll cover off rotations, but it's 4 on the A side of the map right now for the CT. Simple spotted as they get a wall of smokes down, and nobody watches CT scream through the smoke. Absolutely obliterates Guardian, and he's going to push on for more. Flash goes in, body finds Flamey. They almost shake hands inside of the smoke, and Navi's got nothing, no answer. Okay, a no-scope from Seized, great. As I say, there's no answer. He comes up with some dumb luck, but it's still a huge disadvantage, and he's now the last alive.
Really nice execution there from G2. I don't think Seized can do anything with this one now. Fires his final bullet there. But you saw the way he actually they handled that situation. They're executing with the smoke towards CT spawn, then 2 on the long crossover as well. That makes the AWP fall back. He's got so much room to breathe there, Scream, as he goes to that crossover area. Lands the 2 shots. Really nice play from them. It's a good half from GT overall.
I think very good half. Yeah. And I think Navi, I mean, Simple, we put so much expectation onto a guy like that, especially after his tenure with Liquid, how explosive he can be. Very quiet in this game. And of course, they were on vacation, as you said, but they need to wake up when we return for half 2. Well, we queued it up as G2's good map, Smith's playground. I think he came alive a little bit later on in the game with
Scream
the
mainly.
he was,
Shoxy was pretty quiet, but Scream was leading the charge.
I meant Smith's, sorry.
Yeah, you said Smith.
Oh, I did, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you said Shox.
Yeah, I was saying Shox was a little bit quieter than I expected. We expect that duo to be the ones that always light up score, but Scream mainly was MVP for that first half, I think. And we'll see what the next half brings. Like you said, Simple had a pretty quiet game. We do focus on him, seeing as he's the new boy, and we expect so much of him from previous performances at the major, for example, like that. This is a big move. And for me, like this lineup on paper, they could be the next major winners. That could be something, a real possibility.
They are the perpetual major runner-ups, Henry. So maybe Simple is the answer that they needed. And it'd be interesting. I mean, they've always been in contention. Everyone always says this is their major. This is their major. SK took one away from them. Second time around, Liquid knocks them out. It's pretty. I don't know. It's almost elusive at this point to them, right?
Well, I guess this is why the change had to be made. Just a little bit more firepower, just to get them over the edge, you know. In
some ways, though, second place at a major still isn't a bad accomplishment. Like, we look at that negatively when we say it right now, but when you put it in perspective, it's still an extremely good team that may improve more with this.
I've got another interesting point to make, but let's move on as the pistol has started here. Obviously, now that he's swapping over to the T side now, they're going to have 3 sets of armor, 2 bits of utility as well. Guardian and Seized with the smoke grenades and flashbangs, and they're holding out for the aggressive, but we see this aggressive CT push so many times. That's why these T teams wait outside long doors. They're going to be a push from short. Not going to be happening this time, though. Like I said, it's very predictable, and the CTs is playing a pretty much standard default here in terms of the setup. Body and screen towards middle with those USPs. They have headshots, simple actually. He's got another 10 HP, and this looks like a smoke coming in towards Xbox, and then they'll set themselves up for an A split potentially. Yeah. Seized just holding towards the B tunnels for now.
And blue. Oh, I was hoping Rushley would get stuck on it.